Okay, interview with Gary Setchell after Bedford Town, 0, Hemel Hempstead 6. Gary, where to start with? Obviously it's pre-season, so the result is immaterial, but it was a lesson, wasn't it?
Yeah, a big lesson. You know, they was excellent from minute 1 to minute 91. They was excellent, and we was as good as they was. We was poor. We never ever got a foothold in the game. Probably 70% possession. You know, they created. I don't know. They scored 6. That could have been double that. You know, poor finishing, good goalkeeping. And we were just second best from minute 1. Yeah, we have got 1 or 2 injuries, but you know, not more, probably 3 or 4 injuries. But we've got boys out there more than capable of playing in our first team, and that was just individually, collectively, a real off night, and we got royally punished by a very good side.
Obviously going in at 4-0 at half-time is never a good thing to have, even in a pre-season game. No. What did you say to the lads with regards to that? Just
that I'd find out about them second half. You know, you either win or you learn, don't you? Especially this time of season. And you know, we huffed and puffed second half, but first half was no worse than the second half, and no better than the second half. We got absolutely murdered. But like I say, I think, you know, Hemel have had a big turnaround, and I think they'll definitely cause a lot of teams a lot of problems. They're big, strong, got great movement. They've got, you know, a real good spine with a 4, a 7, and 9. And you know, everyone wants. That is easy when you're 3 and 4 and up and absolutely cruising. Everyone want a piece of the ball, and everyone want to get involved. But I can see them cause a lot of teams a lot of problems this year, for sure.
And it's something that you can have to look at us aspiring to within the next 3 or 4 years to be like that.
On tonight's performance, we've got a long way to go. But no, of course we do. Of course we do. You know, we know where we're at now. We know this year is going to be not a learning year, but you know, we're going to probably take 1 or 2 beatings, but we're going to also give a couple, and we're going to be ultra competitive, hopefully a lot more competitive than we were tonight. Let's remember they are a good level above us. We have had a lot of tough games pre-season. We look tired. You know, they were just 1 or 2 steps ahead of us all night, and you know, you can't make excuses. They were just a better team, simple as that.
It's just said that cannot make excuses, but it has been a disrupted week, hasn't it? Game moved forward to Friday, nothing on Saturday. Game pushed back to Wednesday from Tuesday.
That's what it was then.
Then obviously the rain as well suddenly coming beforehand. It's terrible. They're
on
the roof, but no, does that alter the pattern of what you're doing in pre-season? Is about fitness, is about
that is, but that don't stop. You know, the thing that disappointed me, like we're great at winning second balls. We don't win too many tonight. You know, we normally, if we don't win the first, we win the second. We're normally a front foot team, but they totally, absolutely, you know, played through it numerous times. We've made 1 or 2 mistakes and got punished. I don't think we were great defensively, midfield all up top, you know, in all departments. But sometimes you just have to come off, nod your cap to the opposition and their staff and say, you've absolutely given us a royal talent. We've done that to a lot of teams last season. That's just not a nice feeling being on the other end of it. But that is pre-season, and you know, don't get too easy. We've got Wheelstone from the National Conference on Saturday. They'll keep the ball really well, but sometimes in pre-season you get one of these results, and that's good for you. And you know, when I speak to you Saturday, we'll find out if that was good for you, good for us or bad for us. Because I certainly don't want to be taking another 6 on Saturday.
Too soon for Hugh returning?
Well, he was a little bit jaded in the warm-up, but obviously with Donners and Butts missing, and now DS, Calf and Calf, that's not ideal. You know, there are 4 mainstream midfielders at the minute, and we're running with 25% or 50% or no percent at the minute, which isn't an excuse. I'm going to put any 3 of them out there tonight, and I don't think that would have made any difference. You know, none of them are superhuman, but collectively, you know, they play as a team within a team, and we just looked a little bit disjointed tonight. I thought Matt Maloney come in and did okay, you know. And he come and have a look at us, we come and have a look at him. I like to look at him, I don't know if he liked the look of us, but we'll see. But yeah, you know, like I say, we're still trying to find the feet. We've had 1 or 2 good results pre-season. We've had 1 or 2 good performances pre-season, and tonight we've had an absolute shocker. And you know, we've got to learn from that and go again on Saturday.
You mentioned their DS's injury, you mentioned Stu injury, Callum's injury, Butt's injury. You know, Is it concerning with 2 weeks to go with those, or are they going to be back?
None of them are long term. But the most concerning thing is they're missing valuable minutes. That's the concern. You know, we all know what they can do. We all know all four of them have got big hearts. And they'll all be desperate to get back fit. Obviously, DS is suspended the first 2 games. Charlie's suspended for the first game. So, you know, we look to get a couple of them fit. We've got other players who can drop into them areas. You know, if we have to bring 1 or 2 in, we have to bring 1 or 2 in. That's not, you know, it's not off the back of results, but you know, we've got to have a team fit for purpose on the 6th of August, and we'll just have to monitor over the next couple of weeks. It's not, you know, like I say, they're all niggly 1 or 2 weekers, but it's not the injuries, that's the minutes they're missing at the minute.
Bit of an interview exclusively. You brought in Jack Keeble tonight.
Yeah.
So what's the background with him?
Yeah, Jack, he's just a, you know, a good player, young, energetic, very honest, can play various positions. And you know, I've managed him for a season before he was outstanding. Always give 100%. Brave as a lion. So you know, he can play centre half, full backs, midfield, and he'll always give you 110%. And you know, the way he plays, you know, obviously him being a big favourite down there.
So just finally, just Willstone here on Saturday to, you know, bring to the next game that where we're at against the confidence side. Having had obviously a few weeks against Barnet earlier and AFC Wimbledon tonight. You know, another tough game, but you know, you'll get stuff out of that, won't you?
Yeah, we get stuff out of every game, and you know, since I've been at this football club, you know, Luton, Peterborough, Barnet, Wimbledon, Willstone twice, St Albans, Hemel. You know, we don't. I'm not one of them. P&S, both years as well. They're great games for us. Obviously tonight's not a great game because we've been absolutely battered, but they're still great games for us. You know, some managers like to go batter teams 4, 5, 6 every game. We don't play too many step 6 to step 5s and teams like that because we, you know, you don't get as much enjoyment there. I didn't enjoy tonight for 1 minute, but that's a great exercise for us, and you know, sometimes that bring 1 or 2 down to earth as well, perhaps including myself. You know, we've had a few good results and we had a great year last year, but I'll certainly be thinking about this tonight and tomorrow and probably the next day. And you know, you have to sort of, I said to the players after the game, it's very easy to talk about someone else's performance. What about, you know, talk about your own performance? And I look at my own performance tonight as well. It's a pre-season game, and you know, maybe me, Daz and Graham are a little bit more lethargic than what it was if that was a league game. You know, I arrived late tonight. It's the first time I've probably ever been late. That's not ideal. Maybe that set the precedent, I don't know. But you know, I think players have to look at themselves sometimes and what they're doing away from the football club and what they could have done better tonight, whether it be in the game, preparation or whatever, you know. So when you take a 6-0 at home, you obviously do a little bit of overthinking, but that's not really me. I said to the lads, that's, at the end of the day, it's a pre-season game, but this can't happen again. So Saturday, we'll be looking for a bit of a reaction because you want to find out about the characters, and you know, that is what it is. You know, hopefully we're not standing there Saturday trying to make the excuse up for we've been beat 6 again.
And hopefully it will be dry for the visit of Willstone on Saturday. Remember, it's a 1 o'clock kick-off, Setch. So do not turn up at 3 o'clock. It's a 1 o'clock, finish at 3, and then you can get yourself down the River Festival. Get those tickets now at bedfordeagles.net.